So I guess the steps still are the same. Once again, I repeat myself, I move faster. So I have an idea, I receive an idea that I very much like. I try to spot a team of creatives, or one creative, or one filmmaker that meets the criteria of the project that I want to produce, but at the same time meet the criteria of the networks out there. Therefore, is bankable for the networks. Once I've done that, I put a little package together and I go shopping, which means that I go to festivals like before, uh, and and I particularly focus on meeting the executives at the platforms that I consider to be the best to produce my projects. To give a practical example, I always wanted to produce a docu-series about the kids that live in the sewers of Bucharest. Okay, but this theme, this topic is not considered very sexy by a platform. Why a platform that does, James Bond or all of these TV series about sex education and would ever want to finance or produce or buy a TV show about kids living in the sewers? So I studied practically what and how the executives at this platform think when they have to decide what to acquire, and I packaged my show around their criteria. Therefore, the title of my show changed from The Stray Kids to The Jokers, because that's what worked for them, but why would I care? It's still my show, and now it has visibility. First thing I would suggest new producers is to go to study somewhere where the teachers, the trainers, can actually get them into the game instead of speaking about the game. So what I do, for example, when I teach, I hate the word teaching. When I share my experience with other younger, lucky them, filmmakers or producers, is that I don't not only share an experience, I share a network, and I bring them there. So I think this is something very important that we can do for new producers, new filmmakers. Generally, if you don't want to go to an academy that can lead you there, take you there, you should still go to as many festivals as you can, studying and spotting and skimming a little bit, where are the executives that I need to meet. That could be frustrating, that could be very frustrating. Also, you said something very important before. Once upon a time, you would go to the Cannes Film Festival and you would show up at these offices. So you had Paramount and Fox and Lionsgate, everybody. So you had a little courage and a strong project, and you show up and you knock the door and you're given just 2 minutes to pitch your project. Now that doesn't happen anymore most of the times because these executives are invisible. They don't really go to festivals, and you don't find an office on Netflix sign on it. So there's a much more need for strategy. And strategy, this is something that we have to teach and share with newcomers.
Great.
To be honest to our career, to what we do, to our profession, we all know, and I believe that we all agree that we need to know at least a little bit of everything. I will never believe that for example, still know so little about post-production yes, and that's seriously bad. That's bad because it takes me more to understand things, and it doesn't make me a good producer because I don't know how to choose the right post producing team. Okay, so yes, we should know a bit of everything and at our best. Is the new trend going that direction? No. So what they teach you these days is that you need to learn your segment well, focus on that segment, and ignore all the rest. I don't think good, and I don't think that's fair. I think that would find you a job for maybe 2 years in a particular position, and then you would fall into pieces. So yes, we need to know a little bit of everything, and the little thing need to be taught and shared by amazing filmmakers. Again, the strategy is about the timing, and timing is about the marketing. So, what I personally do, my strategy is that I create things, projects, and I work for years on them. That doesn't change. It takes me at least 3 years to be happy with a script. And then it takes months to actually work on the characters and all that we know, okay? All that we know, to have something in your hands that you're happy with. But once you're happy with that, that is not what you share. Then everything must be transformed into something that has very little to do with filmmaking and that has lots to do with marketing. So the real strategy is how can we transform a movie that would take forever to explain someone else, to share and to make happen into one page that sell it. So that's really the strategy. If we learn how to create the one page that kills it, you sell it. And all the work that you did for years is still there, and you need it anyway. But really, the strategy, we can reduce the whole strategy theory into make it happen in one page.
Wow. Okay. That's really interesting.